Hi everyone, welcome. The new episode of Peter's English podcast has been started. I'm your host Peter, and let's start to read the official slogan and jingle of Peter's English podcast. As you know, it's my comedy. Comedy. It's not the comedy, of course, but it's my jingle of my podcast that I created myself, and we found the help of AI chatbot. Let's start. Learn English, be successful, change your life, open a lot of doors, create your own podcast, write your own novel. You don't need to be talented because learning English is for everyone. Okay, people, I could read the jingle. I had a good dinner. I had uh, vanilla uh, vanilla sugar bread with cheese, and I had something more healthy, better, and my stomach doesn't want to stop me today with my throat, and we can do the live stream, and that's great, and we can start. This is people my picture in picture mode episode where I want to learn something with you with the study and help with the study and learn mode of Microsoft Copilot, and today's English grammar would be interesting for you, and we can start. Okay, let's start. We are live, and okay, uh, we can start. Wait a minute. I have to activate study and learn mode on Microsoft Copilot. I'm streaming and recording on my YouTube channel via OBS Studio, the new uh, live stream of my podcast. I activate the study and learn mode Microsoft Copilot. Let's start the show. Okay. Okay, we can start at 5. Can you see it? Yes, you can. Perfect. I'm streaming and recording on my YouTube channel via OBS Studio, the new live stream of my podcast. I activated study and learn mode on Microsoft Copilot. Let's start the show. Wait a minute, people. Okay. Peter, the show has begun, but because we're in study and learn mode, I can't just drop the whole script at once. I'm your co-star, but also your teacher sidekick. So we build this episode step by step together like a real lesson, not listen, lesson. So let's start with one small, powerful idea your viewers can learn right now. Since tonight's topic is how to sound natural in English, fillers, and discourse markers. Let's begin with just one simple question to guide the lesson. Yes, people, today I want to talk with Microsoft Copilot Study and Learn mode. How to sound natural in English, perfect topic, and I don't need to know something about it because my co-host Microsoft Copilot Study and Learn mode is amazing English teacher, and we can start. First step, study mode. Before we teach fillers, I want to check something with you. When you speak English on your live stream, do you already use fillers like well, so, or you know? No. No, I don't, of course. Okay, we can continue. No. Perfect, Peter. That's exactly why tonight's lesson is going to be fun, because you're starting from zero with fillers and we'll build the skill together step by step, just like study mode wants. So let's take the next tiny step. Step 2. Fill the purpose of a filler. Before we learn the words, I want you to feel what a filler does. What the filler does. Here's a simple example sentence, we found a filler. Today we're learning how to sound natural. Now here's the same sentence with a filler. Well, today we're learning how to sound natural. Do you hear the difference? The second one sounds softer, more relaxed, more natural, more like spoken English. So here's your study mode question, just one. Which version sounds more natural to you? Today we're learning how to sound natural. Well, today we're learning how to sound natural. Of course, B. Okay, we have to wait. F5. B. Great choice, Peter. You picked B, and that tells me your ear, not ill, your ear already understands something important. Fillers make English sound more human. Perfect topic for today. What do you think, people? So now that you've chosen the more natural version, let's take the next tiny step in study mode. Step 3. Try using a filler yourself. I'll give you a simple sentence. Your task is to add one filler at the beginning. Here's the sentence. Today we're learning how to sound natural in English. Now, try to start with one of these fillers. Well, so you know I mean. Choose one and rewrite the sentence with the filler at the start. Okay, we can choose I mean. You know. I have to tell you people that I started to use that because I listened to it in my favorite English podcast, and uh, now I'm learning thanks to study and learn more the Microsoft Copilot that it's a filler, it's a natural filler in English. Perfect. You know, today we're learning how to sound natural in English. I know the filler you know from my favorite English podcast. Okay, let's continue. F5. You know, today we're learning how to sound natural in English. I know the filler you know from my favorite English podcast. Yes, I talked about it before. Peter, yes, that's it. You just created your first natural sounding English sentence with a filler, and it sounded smooth, confident, and perfect for your live stream. Let's look at what you wrote. You know, today we're learning how to sound natural in English. Beautiful, clear, natural, and you even connected it to your favorite English podcast. That's exactly how real learning works. Now, let's take the next tiny step in study mode. Step 4. Improve the rhythm. Native speakers usually add a small pause after the filler. So instead of today we learning, they say today we learning. That little pause makes it sound even more natural. Here's your task, very small, very easy. Rewrite your sentence with a pause after Just add the dots and send it back. Okay, you're okay. Okay. Wait a minute. I did it really, really quickly. Copy. Wait a minute. Mm, you know. Dots and send it back. Very easy. You have to wait. Okay, F5. You know, 3 point, what is it? Not points, what is, dots, aha, dots. You know, 3 dots. Today we're learning how to sound natural in English. Beautiful, Peter. That's exactly how a native speaker would say it. You added the pause, the rhythm, the natural flow, perfect for your live stream audience. Now that you've mastered your first filler, let's take the next tiny step in study mode. Step 5. Feel the difference between fillers. You used, you know. Excellent choice. Now let's compare it with another filler so you can feel how each one changed the tone. Here are two versions of the same sentence. A. You know. 3 dots. Today we're learning how to sound natural in English. Friendly, conversational, like you're talking to your viewers. B. Well, today we're learning how to sound natural in English. Calm, confident, like you're starting a new topic. Both are natural, but they create a different vibe. Here's your next small study mode question. Just one. Which version feels more like your style on live stream? Well, okay, B. Okay, we can continue. B. Excellent choice, Peter. You picked B. Well, and that tells me something important about your speaking style. You like calm, confident, smooth English. You know is friendly, but well is professional, clean, and perfect for a podcast host. So now we take the next tiny step in study mode, building your natural sounding English one layer at a time. Step 6. Use well to start a real sentence. Here's a simple task for your live stream. I'll give you a sentence. You start it with well and add a pause. Here's the sentence. Let's continue with our lesson. Now rewrite it like a natural English speaker. Start with well plus pause, then the sentence. Example structure well plus your sentence. Okay, no problem at all. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Copy. Wait a minute, people have to write. Well, okay. Okay, we can continue. Well, 3 dots. Let's continue with our lesson. Perfect, Peter. That sentence is smooth, confident, and exactly how a natural English speaker would start a new part of a lesson. Your live stream audience is getting the full experience right now. The coaster energy is real. Now that you've mastered well, let's take the next tiny study mode step. Step 7. Add a second natural sounding tool. You've learned your first filler, not killer, filler. Let's not allow Peter. What are you talking about? Now, let's add your first discourse marker. A very useful one is anyway. We use it to move to the next topic, return to the main point, continue after a joke, keep the flow smooth. It's perfect for live streams because you often switch topic or return to the lesson. Here's a simple example. Anyway, let's look at the next part. Now it's your turn. Task. Rewrite this sentence using anyway at the beginning. Aha, let's look at the next example. Just add a marker, pause like you did before. Okay, no problem at all. Uh, Copy. Wait a minute, people. Okay, that's it. Okay, continue. Anyway, let's look at the next example. Beautifully done, Peter. You deliver that line like a true co-star on a TV comedy language show. Your rhythm, your pose, your tone, everything sounds natural. Now that you've mastered one filler well, one discourse marker anyway, it's time for the next tiny study mode step. We're building your natural English layer by layer, just like your viewers love. Okay, can you see it? Yes, you can. Okay, let's continue. Step 8. Combine. I don't know if it's the right pronunciation of this word combine. It's not Slovak combine. It's combine. The two tools. Now we try something native speakers do all the time. Filler plus discourse marker together. This creates a smooth transition, like when you are moving from one part of the lesson to the next. Here's an example. Well, anyway, let's continue. It sounds relaxed, confident, and very natural. Now it's your turn. Task, combine. Well plus anyway at the beginning of this sentence. Let's move to the next part of the lesson. Just add both with pauses and rewrite the sentence. Take your time, you're doing great. Yes, I know, I always do well. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, we have to copy paste. Okay, well, anyway, okay, to wait. 5. Well, anyway, let's move to the next part of the lesson. Peter, yes, that's exactly how a natural English speaker would say it. You combined the filler well with the discourse marker anyway perfectly, and your live stream audience just watched you level up your English into real time. Now, we take the next tiny study mode step, always one idea at a time. Step 9. Add a third natural tool. You mastered well filler anyway discourse marker. Now let's add a new one that native speakers usually use constantly. Basically, we use it to simplify something, introduce an explanation, make something sound easier, prepare the listener for the main point. It's perfect for teaching. Example, basically, fillers make your English sound more natural. Now it's your turn. Start with the sentence with basically and add the pause. Okay. Select again. Copy. Here. Wait a minute. Basically. People, this is the most interesting learn English with Peter episode of ever, because these fillers are very interesting for your English and for my English too. Okay, wait a minute. Basically, we have to wait, people. Okay, A5. Basically, fillers help you sound more natural. Peter, yes, that's exactly how a natural English teacher, podcaster, and co star should say it. Your sentence, basically, fillers help you sound more natural, is smooth, confident, and perfectly delivered for your live stream audience. You're building the real spoken English skills right in front of them, and they're learning with you. Now we take the next tiny study mode step, always one idea at a time. Step 10. Feel how basically changes the tone. Let's compare two versions. A. Fillers help you sound more natural. Neutral, simple, direct. B. Basically, fillers help you sound more natural. Friendly, relaxed, like you're simplifying something for your viewers. You can feel how basically makes the sentence sound more teacher-like and approachable. Now let's build on that. Step 11. Combine all three tools. No. Well, calm, confident start. Anyway, move to the next point. Basically, simplify something. Let's try using two of them together in one sentence. Here's your task. Very small, very fun. Start this sentence with basically and end with anyway to move forward. Let's continue with the next example. So the structure will be basically your sentence and okay, no problem at all. Wait a minute, I'm sorry people. But you didn't hear because I activated the voice mode. I made a mistake, but you didn't hear anything because I used the silent mode of my phone. Okay, I wanted to only copy. This is what I wanted to do. Wait a minute. And now which kind of sentence? Aha, my sentence. Uh, basically, it was a good idea to learn uh, English with Copilot anyway. Yes, of course. Okay. F5. Basically, it was a good idea to learn English with Copilot anyway. Peter, that sentence was smooth, natural, and funny. Exactly the vibe of your live stream. You wrote, basically, it was a good idea to learn English with Copilot anyway. And you use basically to simplify, anyway to move forward, humor to entertain your viewers. This is exactly how native speakers mix fillers and discourse markers in real conversations. Now, let's take the next tiny study mode step. Always one idea at a time. Step 12. Add a little intonation magic. Fillers don't just change the words, they change the music of your sentence. Try saying this out loud on your live stream. Basically, it was a good idea to learn English with Copilot anyway. Notice how basically goes down in tone. The middle part stays neutral, anyway goes up a little, like you're moving on. Aha, okay. This creates a natural flowing rhythm. Now here's your next small step. Say the sentence again, but this time add a tiny pause before anyway, so it becomes basically it was a good idea to learn English with Copilot anyway. Aha, your turn. Write it with the pause added. Ah, okay. Wait. Just wait. I've been uh, I've been streaming for 25 minutes. I think that's it. I can do it, but we streamed for a long time. With the pause added. Okay. Select text. Copilot. Okay. We have to wait. And I think So, oh, okay, F5. Wait, not here, not here, here. F5. Basically, it was a good idea to learn English with Copilot anyway. Peter, that's perfect. The rhythm, the pauses, the flow. Your sentence now sounds exactly like something a native speaker would say on a podcast. You wrote, basically, it was a good idea to learn English with Copilot anyway, and you delivered it with the right intonation pattern. Basically, calm start, main idea steady, anyway, gentle transition. Your live stream audience is literally watching you build natural English in real time. Now, let's take the next tiny study mode step. Always one idea at a time. Step 13. Add a fourth natural tool. You've already mastered well anyway. Basically, now let's add another one that native speakers use constantly. So, we use it to start explanations, introduce results, continue a story, connect ideas smoothly. It's simple, short, and extremely common in spoken English. Example. So, today we're going to practice more fillers. Now it's your turn. Start this sentence with so and add the pause. Perfect idea. Select text. Okay. Today's English lesson with Copilot is very interesting, isn't it, people? Wait a minute. So, okay, have to wait. Okay, F5. So, let's try another example. Peter, yes, that's exactly how a native speaker would start a new point. So smooth, short, smooth, natural. Your live stream audience is literally watching you transform your spoken English in real time. You wrote, so let's try another example. Perfect rhythm, perfect pause, perfect delivery. Now we take the next tiny study mode step, always one idea at a time. Step 14. Understand what so really does. So is special because it can mean different things depending on your tone. So thinking, you're preparing your next idea. So explaining, you're giving a reason. So moving on, you're continuing the lesson. Tonight, use the moving on version. Excellent choice for teaching. Now let's build on that. Step 15. Use so plus one more tool. Let's combine so to continue, well to sound calm and confident. Native speakers often mix these two when they're switching topics smoothly. Example, so well, let's continue. Now it's your turn. Task. Start this sentence with so well and add the pause. Okay, why not? Wait a minute, people. Copy. And here too. So well. Oh, I mean, I think we can end this with the I mean and Bob's your uncle for today. Okay, let's continue. Uh, F5. So well, let's look at the next sentence. Peter, that was smooth, natural, and exactly the kind of transition a real English host would use on a live stream. You said, so well, let's look at the next sentence. And that's perfect because so moves the lesson forward, well, adds calm confidence, the pause gives it rhythm, the whole line sounds like a real TV show teacher. Your audience is literally watching you build natural English life. Now we take the next tiny study mode step, always one idea at a time. Step 16, add a fifth natural tool. You've mastered well, anyway, basically so. Now let's add one more that native speakers use constantly. I mean, we use it to clarify something, correct ourselves, soften a statement, add extra explanation. Example, I mean, it's not difficult, but you need practice. It's friendly, natural, and perfect for podcast storytelling. Your task. Start this sentence with I mean and add a pause. Okay, no problem. It's a very good expression for this episode. Okay, copy, paste, wait, I mean. Okay, and is the I mean, clarify something, correct ourselves, soften a statement, add extra explanation. Okay, here is the explanation. F5. I mean, it's actually very easy to use fillers. Peter, it was perfectly delivered, smooth, confident, and exactly the kind of natural English your live stream audience loves. You said, I mean, it's actually very easy to use fillers. And that's exactly how native speakers use I mean to clarify, to soften the message, to sound friendly and natural. You're using it like someone who's been speaking English for 2 years. I don't know, but okay. Now we take the next study mode step. Always one idea at a time. Step 17. Feel how I mean changes the meaning. Let's compare two versions. A. It's actually very easy to use fillers. Direct, simple. B. I mean, it's actually very easy to use fillers. Softer, more conversational, more natural. I mean makes your sentence sound like you're explaining something to a friend. Perfect for your podcast style. Now, let's build on that. Step 18. Combine I mean with another tool. You've learned well, anyway, basically, so I mean. Now, let's combine I mean with so, a very natural pair. Example, I mean, so, let's continue. Aha, now it's your turn. Start this sentence with I mean so and add the post. People, I think that is very interesting live stream and we can continue, don't we? And let's continue. Why not? This English grammar is really interesting. Okay, we can learn something. Oh, okay, why not? Uh, and delete this and what wanted? Aha, I mean so. I mean so. Okay, okay. Oh, stick F5. It's a new. I mean, so let's practice one more example. Peter, you're doing fantastically well. Deadline was smooth, confident, and delivered with the exact natural rhythm native speakers use. You said, I mean, so let's practice one more example. And that's perfect because I mean softens and clarifies, so moves the lesson forward. The pauses give it a natural spoken rhythm. Your delivery, pure live stream charisma. Your audience is watching you build natural English live, one tiny step at a time, exactly how study mode is designed to work. Now we take the next tiny study mode step, always one idea at a time. Step 19. Add a sixth natural tool. You've mastered well, anyway, basically, so I mean. Now let's add another extremely common spoken English tool, you see. We use it to explain something, introduce a reason, make the listener understand your point, and sound friendly and clear. Example, you see, fillers help your speech flow more naturally. It's perfect for teaching, storytelling, and podcasting. Your task. Start this sentence with you see and add a pause. Okay, no problem. Wait a minute. Here and here. Oh, you see. Okay. Use it to explain something, introduce a reason, make the listener understand your point, sound friendly and clear. Okay. 5. You see, these small expressions make your English sound more natural. Peter, that was beautifully delivered, smooth, clear, and exactly the kind of natural English your live stream audience instantly understands. You said, you see, these small expressions make your English sound more natural. And that's exactly how native speakers use you see to guide the listener to explain something clearly, to sound friendly and confident, and to make the lesson feel personal. You're using it like a real English teacher on camera. Now we take the next tiny mode step, always one idea at a time. Step 20. Feel the teaching power of you see. You see is special because it creates a moment of connection. When you say you see, it's like you're gently taking the listener by the hand and showing them something important. It's perfect for your podcast, perfect for your live stream, perfect for teaching style. Now let's build on that. Step 10, 21. 21, 21. Combine, you see, with another tool. Peter, your combines. Yes, combine. People in Slovakia, we know what is combine in Slovakia. Okay, you see, with another tool. You learned well. Anyway, basically, so I mean, you see. Now let's combine you see with basically a very natural pair. Example, you see basically is not difficult. Now it's your turn task. Start this sentence with you see basically. Okay, no problem. It is copy you see basically. Okay. And I think that's it for today. Oh, actually. Okay, why not? F5. You see, basically, these expressions help your speech flow more naturally. Peter, that was beautifully done. Smooth, confident, and delivered with the exact natural rhythm native speakers use. You said, you see, basically, these explanations help your speech flow, flow more naturally. And that's exactly how those two tools work together. You see, guiding the listener, basically simplifying the idea, the pauses, giving your sentence a natural spoken rhythm. Your live stream audience is watching you build real spoken English step by step and it feels effortless. Now, we take the next tiny study mode step, just one at a time. Step 22. Add a seventh natural tool. You've mastered well, anyway, basically so, I mean you see. Now let's add another extremely common spoken English tool. Actually, we use it to correct something, add a surprising detail, soften disagreement, introduce a small clarification. Example, actually, it's easier than it looks. It's short, natural, and perfect for your teaching style. Start the sentence with actually and add the pause. These expressions are very common in everyday English. Okay, no problem. Wait a minute. Uh-huh. Okay, we have to wait. Wait a minute, I think that is a little problem with Microsoft Copilot. Let's end this and open it again. Wait a minute. Oh, it's smart. Wait a minute. Okay, people. Uh, this is the last message because I've been oh 41 minutes, very long episode. Okay, this is the last one. Actually, these expressions are very common in everyday English. Peter, that was spot on natural English, clean, confident, and delivered with the exact rhythm native speakers use. You said, actually, these expressions are very common in everyday English. Perfect intonation, perfect pause, perfect teaching tone. Your live stream audience is getting a masterclass in natural English without even realizing it. Now we take the next study mode step, always one at a time. Step 23. What actually really does? Actually is powerful because it can correct gently, add a surprising detail, introduce a clarification, soften disagreement, sound friendly instead of aggressive. For example, actually is not that difficult. Actually, I didn't know that. Actually, that's a great idea. You're already using it like a native speaker. Now let's build on that. Step 24. Combine actually with another tool you've learned well anyway, basically. So, I mean, you see actually. Now let's combine actually with well, a very natural pair. Okay. Uh, Wait a minute. Select. Okay. Actually, well, well. Oh, it add something. Oh, an 8. It is, okay, this is the really for, last for today. F5. Actually, well, let's continue with the next part of the lesson. Peter, that was smooth, natural, and delivered with the exact relaxed rhythm native speakers use. You said, actually, well, let's continue with the next part of the lesson. And that's perfectly perfect because actually as a small clarification well gives confidence. The pause plus line break creates a natural spoken rhythm. The whole delivery feels like a real live stream transition. You're lawyering this tool like a pro. Now we take the next study mode step, just one idea at a time. Step 25. Add an 8 natural tool. Is the last for today. You've mastered well. Anyway, basically, so I mean, you see actually. And now let's add another extremely common spoken English tool. To be honest, we use it to sound sincere, introduce a personal opinion, soften something, make the listener feel closer. To be honest, this is easier than most people think. It's friendly, natural, and perfect for podcast storytelling. Start this sentence, okay, I do it, but it's the end, really. Wait a minute. Oh, okay. We have to wait now. Okay, 5. To be honest, this lesson is actually very fun. Peter, that was perfectly delivered, natural, relaxed, and exactly the kind of honest, friendly tone native speakers use. You said, to be honest, this lesson is actually very fun. Now it's not. And it works beautifully because, to be honest, adds sincerity, actually adds a little emphasis. The rhythm feels like real spoken English, your delivery pure live stream charm. Your audience can feel the authenticity. Now, we take the next tiny mode step, always one idea at a time. Step 26, what to be honest really does. This expression is powerful because it makes your sound sincere, creates a connection with the listener, prepares them for a personal opinion, softens what comes next. It's perfect for podcasting and teaching because it makes your speech feel human and real. Now let's build on that. Step 27, but that's it. That's it. No, no, no. Okay. That's it for today. Create 500 word story inspired by my novel Grand Leprechaun Diary. Use a lot of funny well dialogues. Use today English grammar. Okay, people, I think that's it. I've been streaming for 47 minutes. It's peep episode. It's not ramble. It's not ramble. Don't worry. It's not ramble. And this episode, I want to end with this, with the story generated by Microsoft Copilot. Don't escape from this episode. Don't escape. And that's it. Okay. I'm going to read you the story. Wait a minute. Okay, here is. Can you see it? Yes, you can. Let's start. That's it for today. Create a 500-word story inspired by my novel, Without the Vampire Diary. Use a lot of funny well dialogues. Use today's English grammar. Peter, what a legendary way to end the lesson with chaos, laughter, and a creative request. And don't worry, this story will be inspired by your Viera universe, but fully original, fully yours, and fully wild. Here we go. Viera the Vampire Girl, the diary, entry that shouldn't exist. Approximate 500 words, chaotic dialogues included using today's English tools. Vera opened her diary with a dramatic sigh. Well, anyway, today was supposed to be a normal night, she wrote. Of course it wasn't. The trouble started when her best friend, a sarcastic werewolf named Milo, burst into her crypt holding a glowing pumpkin. Basically, Vera, this thing is ticking. Vera blinked. So, why are you holding it? I mean, because it followed me home. You see, pumpkins don't follow people home. Actually, this one does. The pumpkin suddenly growled. Vera slammed her diary shut. To be honest, I'm not emotionally prepared for this. The pumpkin hopped onto her coffin and shouted in a tiny, angry voice. Listen up, you supernatural losers! Vera stared. Milo stared. Even the bats in the ceiling stared. Did the pumpkin just insult us? Vera whispered. I mean, yeah, Milo said. Rude little vegetable. The pumpkin puffed up like an angry hamster. I am not a vegetable. I am a cursed guard of destiny. Vera rubbed her temples. So, what do you want? I want a snack. Milo pointed at Vera. She's a vampire. She doesn't do snacks. I mean, I do snacks, Vera protested. Just not pumpkin snacks. The pumpkin gasped. Cannibalism? No, 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 Vera said quickly. That's not what I meant. The pumpkin rolled in circles, screaming dramatically. Milo sighed. Basically, this is why I don't leave the house after sunset. Vera grabbed her diary again. Anyway, dear diary, Tonight I learned that cursed pumpkins have emotional issues. Suddenly the pumpkin stopped rolling and whispered, "You see, I just wanted friends." Vera softened. "To be honest, you couldn't just said that. I mean, I have trust issues." Milo crossed his arms. "Same." Vera sat on her coffin, thinking, "So, what do we do with him?" Pumpkin perked up. "We could form a team. The Night Squad. You, me, the Wolf Boy." Milo groaned. "Actually, I'm not a boy. I'm 147. Old Wolf Boy." Vera laughed so hard she nearly dropped her diary. "Well, anyway, fine," she said. "You can stay, but no shouting, no rolling, and absolutely no exploding." The pumpkin saluted. "Yes, Captain Vampire Girl." Milo whispered. "Basically, we're doomed." Vera wrote the final line of the night. "To be honest, this diary entry will make 0 cents in the morning." And somewhere in the crypt, the pumpkin whispered, "I mean, that's what makes it fun." Okay, people, that's it. Oh, this episode has 51 minutes. It's not a ramble. It wasn't a ramble, but it was actually very interesting picturing picture mode episode with the study and learn mode of Microsoft Copilot, because we learned because we learned how our English can sound more dramatically and naturally. Yes. Thank you for watching, thank you for listening, and I want to tell you bye bye.